the better half of the day creating an edible Camp Half-Blood. And my sister doesn't know anything about Camp Half-Blood, so, yeah. So, this is my sister, Addison. And we're gonna take you on our journey of Camp Half-Blood. I just tried to think of a pun for Camp. There's no pun for Camp Half-Blood and eating, so sorry. First stop, the big house. Since it's the big house, there are 4 cupcakes. And they sent these cupcakes standing atop some grass, and it just fell over. It's still beautiful. Best work, if I do say so myself. And right next to it, we have some a wine glass for the poor prisoner Dionysus. And oh, it's here. Jesus. Please, I'm sorry if I'm not saying any names right, because I feel like probably anyone watching this who's participating in Booktube-a-thon feels the struggle of reading a book for like since you were 11 and it's still not knowing how to pronounce names. So sorry. You want to pour this? Addie's gonna pour Diet Coke. Dun, dun, dun. This is like a ritual right now. So we looked on a map online. This is all very official. That the big house is in one corner of Camp Half-Blood. Even though it just fell apart, that's very scary. It's very foreboding. So over here we have the campfire and all the cabins. I promise you that's a campfire. So I'm just gonna go through and explain all of the cabins really quickly. This one is Zeus, that's a lightning bolt, but it's also kind of a Z, see? That's very clever. This one is Hera, so it's it's brown and white since she's a cow. There's also a wedding ring in it, since she's supposed to be the goddess of marriage. LOL. This cupcake, I promise you there's a cupcake underneath, is for Demeter, the Demeter cabin. This cupcake is Athena, the Athena cabin. There's an owl there. This one is, this is Artemis's cabin. We just tried to make it very regal and lovely, like Artemis is, very silver, and yeah. This one is Aphrodite, and it's just pink and very nice and flowers everywhere, kind of like I imagine Aphrodite. And then, get out of my way. Get out of my way. So next is Poseidon, and there's some sunglasses and a life preserver on there. And he has some blue, probably water or something on there. Nice cabin, Poseidon. Up next is Ares's cabin. There's lots of weapons and stuff, because I'm sure a bunch of kids love to play with weapons, am I right? Up next is Apollo's cabin. This is a lovely scene, am I right? Addie was inspired by Rapunzel and, you know, the god of light and sunshine, and it just very much reminded her of Rapunzel. And I was like, go with your heart and your inspiration, girlfriend. Up next is Hephaestus and fire girlfriend. Up next is Hermes, and that's an envelope. That's an envelope, I assure you. Up next is Hades. No pain, no gain. There's some eyeballs. Nico. Okay, so up next on our Camp Half-Blood journey is the Pegasus stables. Woo! Here's our Pegasus, Jeb. Jeb, what are you doing up there? Up here is the Camp Half-Blood beach. Whoop whoop. Here's some of Percy's friends. He can speak to them. Why aren't they in the water? Here are the strawberry fields. I promise these are strawberry fields. Yes, here's a random monster that snuck in to these strawberry fields. I'm sure Percy will take care of that. Or not, since he is probably very tired. Percy deserves rest. And finally, on our last stop of our tour of Camp Half-Blood is the canoe pond. So once again, there's all the cabins. I'll do a quick review of Aphrodite and her flowers. Very nice, lovely, regal. There is Artemis with her beautiful silver ring. I kind of think of it as a silver circlet that the hunters wear on their heads. I am brave enough to admit that some of these turned out better than others, but yes, here's Athena's with her owl. Here's Demeter's with her flowers. Yeah, you can see the cupcake. Lovely husband and wife. Here are the cow and the wedding ring, and Zeus, the lightning bolt. Here's a final scan through of Camp Half-Blood. Thanks for watching this. Oh no, don't go overboard! Will, Nico! Oh no! Will, Nico! Ah!